So here's a couple of spaghetti squash. And these are so rock hard that I don't try to cut them with a knife. I just put them in the oven at 350 for half an hour, and then I might jab them with a fork or something to keep them from exploding. But usually in the oven they don't do that. In the microwave they will, although one time I had one explode in the oven. And it's a mess. So I will just put them in and like bake it for a half an hour, and then I'll jab it with a fork. And then I'll cook it for another half an hour, and I should be able to cut it in half, and then take the seeds out, and then put it back in. Or I can maybe cut it in a half an hour, and then I can take the seeds out, and then I can put it back together, kind of like I did with my buttercup squash, and then bake it until it's done. And maybe if I do that, I'd probably spray it with a little avocado oil or something to just to make sure that the edges don't get kind of dried out, because then the noodles stick together, and we don't want that. We want it to. But starting off, just sticking these in the oven, 350 for a half an hour. So bake. That's the easy setting. Just hit the bake button and it automatically goes to 350 for a half an hour. If it's something different, I gotta adjust it different. So it's easy setting. Automatically it'll shut off in a half an hour. It'll also beep. So if I miss it, it's not a big deal. So yeah, that's what I gotta do for the spaghetti squash, and I want to get that done because if the cat does come in, I don't want the packages of meat just sitting there. I want it in something with a lid. Okay, I'm back. Now this is really, when I found this out, it's like I was just flabbergasted. Notice the difference? That is your tame turkey, and it's very white meat, a little bit of dark meat, because this is the backs, but the backs and the necks. The wild turkey, backs and necks again, but look at the difference in color. You can definitely tell the wild turkey from a tame turkey. It's not the same. I'll probably put both of them in my, and it's going to be a guess which one I do. If I had more slow cookers, I'd do a batch of each, and I'd do the tame turkey one way and the wild turkey the other way. But I don't. So it's going to go together, and it'll be what it is. So it'll be good. Whatever. I love Alfredo sauce. But this pesto, this spinach pesto, that really looked good too. And it's creamy. I'll probably pick whichever one's the lowest on carbs. Since tomorrow I'm going to overeat anyway, I just as well overeat in something that is, not tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, Thanksgiving Day. Lower in carbs, so it's not as bad. But I will go over in carbs because I'll eat too much. I always do. It's Thanksgiving and I have about a dozen dishes. And it's potluck. So I know Monica, that is my daughter's husband's mom, and I work with her at the store. She's bringing 3 things. So, yeah. Although, a couple of the 3 things I don't think will be keto, so I won't be eating it. I'm going to be making potatoes, but I'm not going to be eating the potatoes and gravy either. She's making stuffing, but it's going to be regular stuffing. But, you know, there's people that's going to come that's not on the keto diet, so it's good to have it. And she's got family that stays, like her son lives with her, and he don't do keto, so she can take it home and have somebody to feed it to. I can't do that because my husband, he knows that sugar is very bad for you. Sugar is an inflammatory, and he hurts worse when he gets sugar, even though he's never really had any serious problems, but he does hurt worse. And it also feeds cancer. So if you can keep from eating sugar, maybe it'll keep you from getting cancer. I do everything that I can. My grandma died of cancer. That's one way I don't want to go. Another way I don't want to go is Alzheimer's. And Alzheimer's is dubbed type 3 diabetes because it's caused from sugars. So, and it's in my family on both sides. My mom's side, it was her grandpa that had Alzheimer's. On my dad's side, my dad's both mom and dad had Alzheimer's, dementia, you know. So anything I can do to try to keep my brain healthy, I'm going to do. So, anyway, that's all for right this instant. I'm going to put these all on one video. So I think I'm going to start, and that's cooking. I might start peeling the apples and do that. The potatoes will probably wait until tomorrow because I can't do everything in one day. So, but my list is getting checked off. I'm kind of trying to do the easier, quicker stuff first. That way I get a bunch checked off and I feel better about, and I don't panic so much, like how can I get all this done? So anyway, I'll be back in a bit. Well, I'm back, and my spaghetti squash is out of the oven, and I've got, this is the way it looks when it first comes out, and then you just take a fork and you just kind of pull it back from and you can see how the noodles just come. And then you've got all them noodles that you just, it tastes just like a spaghetti noodle. It's pretty amazing. Low carb. So then you just slip it in there, and it's kind of warm. But yeah, you just use a fork, pull it back. And you can see I got like noodles. It's really good. So I don't know for sure how much of it's going to take, but I figured if I cooked up too much, I can always freeze some down. My mom, I use it in her soups sometimes. She loves it. So it's easy enough to chew, just like any spaghetti. Low carb. So I think it's going to take, because I'm going to do this pot pretty full. So. Okay. That's one. Now we'll take this other one. We'll do the same thing. Just peeling it back. It's pretty amazing. I love it. You can, I've seen people do it where they just pull it back like that, and then right in the shell here, they use this shell for the bowl, and they'll go ahead and put some turkey on it and then put their sauce in it. But I like it in a slow cooker type thing that I'll just keep it warm for Thanksgiving. So I'm going to put it in here and not leave it in the shell. I have done it in the shell. It's just a lot more work on Thanksgiving Day. So. Not sure if I'm going to use both of them turkeys. We'll have a look at it. I'll use whatever it takes to make it look good. Well, I would say I got both of them too, and it's a fairly hard shell, so it really works good to use it as your um, bowl. So I'm gonna just kind of spread that around. It's not very much. I'm gonna have to use both of them, but I decided to go with the Alfredo, mostly because it's only got 3 net carbs, so 3 carbs, 3 total carbs. Same thing. It has no fiber. And yeah, so 3 carbs, that's not bad for per serving. And then we'll dump this in. This is the tame turkey. It's the light colored. And all we have to do now is stir it, but this is a non-stick, so we have to use something that's not metal in it. Oh, that's going to be good, but for a dozen people, although we do have a lot of food, I don't know. I think I'm going to have to do the other one and probably get another jar of this because it's just right as far as the amount of this to the spaghetti squash to the turkey. So I'm probably going to end up putting the other turkey in, although it seems really a lot of turkey in it. So I might be able to just do the other squash and the other one of these and be just right. So we'll grab the other one out of the oven. And it's warm. So just as simple as pulling that back. Oh, this is going to be good. I love spaghetti squash. Of course, I haven't had spaghetti in probably, 2020, and it's 2021 now. It was 2000, and now it's 2021. So that'd be 11 years since I've had wheat. So, and when you have these good alternatives, you don't miss it. And this is a very good alternative. See, it's actually pretty simple to do. It's not like it's hard or anything, except it's warm. I could have let it cool just a teeny bit more. Just like that. And one more piece, and we'll have her. The other day, Mom, she froze some stuff down a few years back, and it was in her freezer, probably a couple of years ago when she was still freezing stuff. Now she don't do anything. I do all of her cooking and stuff. And I couldn't tell what was in the frozen package, but I knew it was a vegetable. It looked like a squash, but I couldn't tell for sure. So I just made a soup using it. And we were pleasantly surprised with it was spaghetti squash. So she had like noodles in her. It was like a vegetable noodle soup that she had ended up with. So it was pretty good. She liked it anyway. It's kind of warm. Like very warm. Did you notice that the color of the spaghetti squash is, this one here is a little yellower than the other one? I don't know why. It's all just as good. Squash is the same way. Sometimes they're yellower and sometimes they're whiter. I really don't know why, but I don't know. Maybe I won't need any more Alfredo sauce. It's still pretty. I think that'll be good, just like that. Now it needs more Alfredo sauce. Let me see if I can. I think it should be cool enough to eat. The spaghetti squash was, but I wanted to sample it. But I'm kind of thinking it's going to need a little bit more. Maybe not. I think it's fine, just like it is. It's good. So this will be our turkey Alfredo, turkey spaghetti squash Alfredo for Thanksgiving. So I don't know. I think it needs more, although there's a little bit more in the can. It's a jar. I might have to get more because you want lots of flavor. My mom won't be able to eat this, like I say, because there's sodium is at 340. Yeah, it's definitely out for my mom, but that's okay. She's got other things that I made for her, so it's good. So now I will put a lid on this, and I will take it out and put it in the porch. We won't bother turning it on until Thanksgiving morning. I'll plug everything in and we'll warm everything up, and then I'll just set everything on keep warm, and we'll eat when everybody gets there. We usually eat right around noon because that's when Mom's schedule is, when she always eats. I never eat until 2. I'd be fine not eating until 2. But we appease her. You got to do that with the elderly. They're used to eating their schedules, and she can't eat too late at night because then she gets acid reflux and stuff. So there's issues that happen when you get older, which makes it so your schedules have to be set. So I believe that's everything that I have for my Thanksgiving dinner. It's quite a bit. I will take a picture and I'll add my checklist all checked off of everything that we made, and also a picture of the table out there it's full. And if you like what you see, like it and share it and subscribe, and I will see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.